Alright guys, so in today's video we're going to be going over a topic that a lot of you guys have been asking, and it has kind of changed since the last time I made a video, and that is going to be crystal farming. Alright, it's not the sugar gnome, it's crystals. Alright, so a lot of people have been asking me, hey HyRool, how do I farm these dang crystals fast so I can do more gacha? Obviously we want to do more gacha. Alright, so let's go over every single method that we have currently. If I do miss some by chance, then please let me know down in the comments below so I can either pin it or make a compiled list and then give you guys credit for it in case I do miss it in this video. But let me be honest with you guys, for an account that is newer than like something like me, then you guys are going to have a lot of ways to get crystals, and we're going to be talking about that right now, starting with the one-time bonus. Alright, so the one-time clear or bonus is going to be when if you guys go and clear that particular event or story or whatever, you guys are compensated with crystals and you get that one time. And of course that is going to be coming from your world exploration as well as your beasties episodes, and obviously different difficulties give you guys different crystals as well. So if you guys go into the beasties, you have a total of 10 different episodes, and every single episode give you guys crystals from each of the difficulties. Alright, so you guys are able to go and farm all of these crystals, and even in episode 1 and 2 they also do have these journey thing where this actually gives you guys crystals too, so that's another little bonus. And then of course we have the master mode, dark mode, and story mode for the world exploration, and 18 episodes of each of those. So we have those as well. That is gonna be a one-time reward, and that's the reason why it's a lot easier to farm crystals inside of a new account, because you have all of the sources right now that you guys are, having to catch up on. Alright, so that's the reason why you have so much ways of getting crystals one time for world exploration and beasties. And once you guys complete all that too, then you have this thing called the Tower of Records. Right, this every single episode that you are able to have access to currently, you are also able to get 300 crystals from here. Some of these are going to be actually filled out already because the special or like the story, these are already gone. Right, these are some special events and update stories, so these are available for players to look at, but it's not going to be something that you can technically clear at the time, so you are not able to get crystals, but it is there for you guys. And while we're talking about the smaller rewards for crystals, you guys also do have this new thing called the special super guide, alright, which is going to be giving you guys some crystals as well as a lot of coins to start out with if you guys are starting the game. And of course everybody is able to technically get it, right? This is a first and one-time claim, so once you guys do complete certain missions like treasures, tower records, building those things and things like that, then you guys are going to be compensated and rewarded with crystals / coins. And then talking about the one-time thing, I do want to also mention that the cake tower also do have some crystal rewards as well as cookie cutter rewards, so that is also available to you guys to go and clear, which is more towards like the early all the way to the end game, to the late game as well. So that is gonna help you guys out in not only getting crystals but getting resources for other things as well. And then continuing on with the one-time reward, we still do have this right over here. The special episodes are another one-time reward thing that you guys are able to do. I have to go and complete some of these too because I got lazy on my main account. But if you guys go into something like the Flower City, sadly the clearing of these particular ones, like the story episodes, don't actually give you guys crystal. They give you guys these coins that you guys are able to use. Once you guys meet this particular cookie right over here, the catnip cookie, then you guys are able to unlock this particular shop. And with the coins that you collect, you guys are able to go and buy these rewards. So something like the crystals are there, rainbow cubes, cookie cutters, and things like that. And that is in almost every single one of the special episodes, so make sure to go and do that and take advantage of it. That is another one-time reward that you guys do have. That also includes some Odyssey. Some Odyssey stories do have missions as well, so those are going to be able to give you guys also extra like crystals once you guys complete everything, or some of the missions do have crystals as well, so that is available to you guys as well. So those are going to be a couple of the ways that you have right now for the one-time reward. Now that we talked about the one-time rewards that are available to us, let's talk about the dailies as well now. Alright, so dailies, we have a couple things that you guys should do every single day to at least gain some rewards. First of all, it's going to be inside of the mailbox. So for those of you guys not playing on some emulators, you know, some emulators have this, some emulators don't, but you guys are able to see some ads, and that's going to give you guys a good amount of crystals every single day by sitting and just watching ads 5 different times. Alright, so that is available to you guys, as well as inside of the Fountain of Abundance, you have some crystals sometimes. You know, you have your Tree of Wishes, you also do have crystals from completing the chests, and then also going into like the Tropical Soda Island. These particular ones, once you guys clear these islands and you guys are able to free these crystal islands, that is going to accumulate crystals every single 8 hours, and you're able to claim that as well every single day for about 3 times if you guys do maximize on it. And then of course, this is not a every single technically day, but if you guys do have someone like Okchun as well as Prophet, then they do show up on the screen. Sometimes they give you guys crystals, sometimes they don't, but that is available to you. And then of course, if you guys do go into the new thing, which is the mine, mine also does have some crystals that you guys are able to get. So every single time you guys finish these, you know, venture, there are chances of you guys getting a little bit of crystals here. So I do recommend you guys to, you know, at least just let this thing run. And then of course you have those cards that you guys are also able to get crystals from. So that is also something that you guys are able to do. So like this one gives you 80, this one gives you guys 200, and then of course there are different cards that even give you guys even more than that as well. And then additional to that, we actually do have a new place where you guys are able to go and get some extra reward, and that is gonna be inside of the Starlight, this one right over here, Starlight Island. All right, so once you guys go into the Starlight Island, you guys have this quest right over here. You guys are actually able to get 100 crystals every single day by simply doing simple missions. All right, so all you need to do is tap on one of these cookies, and that's gonna give you guys stamina. All right, you go into your show off, you go into random island, you guys click on the first one or whichever one you guys want to go and see. You guys go see this, you know. All right, go back. And then now you guys completed the second one and visit Pure Vanilla Island. That is going to be inside of the logbook, Land of Memory Island. All right, and then you guys look at this thing, and then once you guys come back, all right, that is gonna be the third, and boom, you get 100 crystals. All right, so definitely recommend you guys to do this. It's super easy. It literally took you like what, less than a minute to do that. So definitely recommend you guys to go and do that for 100 crystals every single day. Once you guys do that, it adds up. And then of course, when it comes to your daily, you cannot forget about your shop. You guys are able to go into the shop. Obviously, you guys do have some particular special banner one, but if you guys go into the game supplies, then you guys do have a little bit of extra crystals that you guys are able to get here as well. And then for daily, there is gonna be a chance possibly for you to get like crystals and other materials from the town square, so it's also worth it to check out, just like how you guys did for the Starlight Island. Alright guys, so now that we talked about all daily stuff, let's talk about weekly stuff that we do have going on right now. So the weekly stuff that we have going on obviously is gonna be your guild boss battle. Alright, so every single week you guys are rewarded with a guild boss battle reward. Depending on your rank of your guild, you guys are able to get from all the way down from 300, which most of the people don't have. Alright, we don't have that rank. Alright, all the way up to 8,000 crystals. And then every single month you guys are rewarded with the season reward, which is going to be ranging from anywhere between 1,000 to 10,000 crystals. And that's the reason why guild is such an important place for you inside of the game, because not only do you guys get crystals, but you guys also get different rewards. You also do get different benefits and buffs as well. So something that I definitely recommend you guys to try and look for an active guild. Although it's not Grandmaster 3, you guys can get from anywhere, like even some masters. That is going to be a good chunk of crystals every single week that you get, at least by participating inside of the guild boss battle. Alright, so that is gonna be your weekly thing that we have going on. And while we're on the weekly thing, let's talk about the kind of update seasonal thing that we have going on. So events are another thing where you guys do actually get a lot of crystals. Usually events last ranging from all the way from like the 2 weeks to even 4 weeks, sometimes even 6 weeks. Right now, something that is going on for about a month right now is gonna be the summer night campfire. This thing is another really good reward farming thing where you guys are sometimes able to get crystals here, rainbow cubes, crystals, cookie cutters, and things like that, just by simply doing this. Of course, again, I know for some of you guys it's a little annoying, but the rewards are really nice. And then we have something like the golden age of trade, where you guys are able to get crystals as well as ranking rewards, so that is also available to you. United by trade is also available. This also gives you guys a little bit of rewards, although it may not technically be crystals here. It adds up to the golden age of trade. You have the festival. This also gives you guys not exactly crystals, but crystal equivalent stuff, right? Like cookie cutters. And then you also do have something like the error buster, which obviously you guys are not able to see exactly like crystals in the mission, but you guys are able to go to the ranking, and then you're able to see right here like the ranking rewards that is available to you guys. So error buster is just another kind of event kind of thing where you're able to go and get crystals from at the end of it. So those are all the events, like bi-weekly, monthly, and a little bit longer sometimes. But now let's go into the monthly stuff. All right, so monthly stuff is where a lot of your crystals are going to come from, and that's going to include the Kingdom Arena as well as your Cookie Alliance. Alright, so Kingdom Arena and Cookie Alliance are more towards the end game stuff, especially Kingdom Arena, because of the fact that once you guys do get into the higher ranks, obviously you're going to need to have good toppings, good equipment, good team and things like that. But at the end of it, once you guys do reach a good amount rank, like elite 1, 2, 3, you guys are able to get more than 20,000 crystals every single month. All right, that's the reason why you're able to get so much at the late game. Even if you guys don't have all of those story missions to clear, this is going to give you guys a lot. And then of course you also do have the Cookie Alliance, which is going to have two different rewards. You're going to have your particular reward, where depending on what rank you are, you're going to get a seasonal reward. And then once you're able to see where your guild is at the end of it, you're also able to get up to 5,000 crystals, which is a bonus. And another reason why guild is really important. Alright guys, and with that, I think that is pretty much what we have going on for the crystal farming right now inside of the game, after a bunch of updates came out since I made the last video. So I definitely recommend you guys to utilize every single one of these steps and farm your crystals. However, the most important rule is actually knowing when to spend crystals and when to save. It doesn't really work in saving and getting the right cookies if you guys are spending crystals every single day just because you have 3,000 crystals. You need to learn a little bit of, self-control, patience, and try to save your crystals for the right cookies. But that's gonna be it for me today. If I did miss anything, please let me know down in the comments below. But that's gonna wrap it up. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to check out other videos in front of you if you guys missed it. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next one.